Hi, Assalamualaikum Doctor. My name is Ellie, and today I would like to start our presentation with the introduction first. So, what we understand is that a rich life isn't about luxury, it's about freedom. Freedom to care for our families, follow our dreams, and live without money controlling us. So, to achieve that, we must take small but powerful steps. First, we grow our money, then save with discipline, and spend with purpose. The choices we make today create the rich and meaningful life we want tomorrow. So next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. I am Nur Ifah Shizwani binti Awang. One of the biggest financial challenges I faced as a student was overspending due to peer pressure. I often spent more than I had just to keep up with friends, whether on expensive meal or branded clothes. This left me running out of allowance quickly with little left for essential. Over time, I realized that saying no and choosing cheaper alternatives didn't change my friendship. Another challenge was overusing student loans. At first, I treated them like extra cash, even using them for leisure instead of just academic. But that made me financially vulnerable. I learned the importance of budgeting, prioritizing tuition and essential first, and most importantly, that loans are a responsibility, not free money. Through those challenges, I began shaping my personal financial journey. In terms of habits, I developed some positive ones like working part-time, which made me independent and responsible. But I also had negative like overspending on leisure, which limited my saving. I am learning to budget better, save regularly, and control unnecessary spending. My vision is to achieve financial stability in the next 5 years, start paying off debts, and build an emergency fund. In 10 years, I aim to have a stable career, own a home and car, and have strong savings. And in 20 years, I want to be debt-free, enjoy financial freedom, and earn passive income. To achieve this, I set steps in short term, complete studies, budget and save. Medium term, grow my career, avoid debt and invest. And long term, save, invest, and build passive income while living a healthy life. That's all from me. Now I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Thank you, my previous presenter. Let me share a bit about my personal financial journey. In my opinion, the biggest challenge for financial struggles, my allowance was limited and it was difficult to cover food, transport, and study materials. Extra costs like project and printing made things even harder. But in my opinion, the toughest part was saying no to outings with friends because I had to prioritize needs over wants. To handle it, I focused on essential first like food and transport. I also worked part-time during semester breaks, and in my opinion, even small habits help a lot, like cooking at home, avoiding impulse buys, and sharing resources with classmates. From this, I learned some key lessons. Even small saving make difference during emergencies. Financial independence is important. And in my opinion, financial literacy is not just a theory, it's about real budgeting and saving in daily life. Now, moving on to my financial habits and vision. In my opinion, I have both strengths and weaknesses. I spend on needs before wants, pay bills on time, and I like to compare prices or use discounts. But on the other hand, I admit I spend too much on food delivery, do online shopping when stressed, and I don't always track my expenses consistently. To improve, I plan to use finance apps, set a fund budget, and save a fixed percentage of my income. When I think about my rich life, it's not about luxury, it's about security, less stress, and time for hobbies and family. I want to afford a home, travel with loved ones, and support my parents. For me, and also for my group, the vision is about stability, a healthy lifestyle, and a balancing career with happiness. Let's look ahead. In 5 years, I see myself with a stable job. I have an emergency fund, and I want to start to invest. In 10 years, I want to own a home and a car with a strong savings and consistent investment. And in 20 years, my vision is to be debt-free with passive income, supporting my family and enjoying life. The steps I believe in are simple. Budget and save first, invest early, avoid unnecessary debt, and always look for a side income. Now, let's move on to the next presenter.
During my student life, I faced three main financial challenges. First, I had a limited daily allowance, which made it difficult to cover meals, transport, and student needs. I managed this by creating a weekly budget, cutting unnecessary spending, and working part-time. From this, I learned self-discipline and the importance of controlling spending. Secondly, I struggled with student loans. The debt felt overwhelming, but by paying in small installments and avoiding new loans, I realized how planning early and consistent repayment can reduce long-term stress. Finally, I had no emergency fund. Whenever unexpected issue like a laptop breakdown happened, I had to rely on borrowing. This taught me that even small savings set aside regularly can provide security in tough times. Overall, these challenges shaped my financial habit and made me more responsible with money. My financial journey is shaped by both habits and long-term goals. For habit, I practice positive ones like budgeting, saving, comparing prices, and using e-wallet. But I also face challenges such as impulse buying and frequent online shopping. To improve, I use finance apps, limit fund spending, and apply the 24 hours rule before making big purchases. When I imagine my rich life, it means being financially secure, stress-free, and having time freedom. I want to support my family, live a balanced lifestyle, and afford a comfortable home, a reliable car, yearly travel, and financial support for my parents. Looking ahead, my financial goals are clear. In short terms, I plan to repay student loans, build an emergency fund, and save for major expenses. In the medium term, I aim to buy my first home, grow investment, and start a side business. And in long term, I want to live debt-free, save for retirement, and provide for my children's education while spending more quality time with my family. I will pass to the next presenter.
Thank you, Asma. Hi, Assalamualaikum, Doctor. My name is Ellie, and today I would like to share about my financial journey as a student and young adult. So first, one of the financial challenges I faced was the temptation of online shopping. Flash deals and discounts made me spend on unnecessary items, and I often went beyond my budget. So to solve this, I unsubscribed from shopping apps and kept only the essentials on my phone. This taught me that it is easier to avoid temptation than to fight with it. For another struggle I had was overusing student loans. At first, I treated loan money like extra pocket money and spent it on outings. But when I saw how the interest kept building up, I realized the mistake. So from then on, I disciplined myself to use loans only for essentials and track my spending. The lesson I learned is that debt is never free money. Every cent borrowed must be repaid with interest. So, from all this experience, I built both positive and negative financial habits. On the positive side, I cook at home to save money and track daily expenses for better awareness. On the negative side, I often failed to save and spend too quickly at the start of the month. And for the moving forward, I plan to continue my good habits, build a small but consistent saving plan, and budget weekly to avoid running out of money. For me, a rich life means giving comfort to my parents, traveling the world, living debt-free, and having a small circle of true friends I can rely on. So looking ahead, my financial vision is clear. In 5 years, I aim to repay most of my student loans, save up to 40,000 ringgit, and start investing. So in 10 years, I want to be debt-free, own a home, and build passive income by opening a cafe. And in 20 years, I see myself achieving financial freedom, securing my family's future, and even can retiring early. So that's all from me. I will now pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
In conclusion, our financial challenges like living with small allowances, dealing with debt, and avoiding overspending have taught us the importance of budgeting, saving, and becoming independent. Over time, we develop good habits such as saving regularly, spending wisely, and focusing on needs instead of wants. For us, a rich life is not just about money. It's about feeling secure, having freedom, good health, happiness, and strong relationship with loved ones.